In this video, I want to show you guys how to apply brushes and how to manipulate strokes a little bit more in depth. So if I select one of these lines or shapes, or basically any of these strokes, using the black arrow tool, I can now make some adjustments to it. I, of course, can change the color of the stroke by manipulating the stroke color, right? So I can make it red if I wanted to. Or blue or whatever other color I should like. And I can also, let's go back to black for now. I can also change the stroke thickness. Let's open up our stroke palette. So I go into the window menu, then stroke, and we're not getting everything here. Let's show all of our options by opening this little menu tab. There we go, now we got a lot more options here. So we can change the weight of the stroke. We can make this thicker like so. We can use the pull down menu to select a specific size. And then you can choose the end cap. Let's say you want a rounded end cap. Just choose that one. Of course, there's different types of corners that you can apply to shapes. So here, for example, we could apply rounded shapes. Let's make this stroke a little thicker so you can see those. There we go. So actually, that's an angled one. So there's a rounded one, and we can make it a dashed line. We can give it arrowheads, a number of different things. Let's do it also on this fella. Make this guy a little thicker so you can see that. And then we can also apply brushes to these. So if I go to Window and select our brush palette, there are tons and tons of different brushes. There's some here that are preset as popular brushes, but if you go down to the lower left-hand corner of this palette, there's something that looks like a few books stacked against each other. It's like a library. And if you click on that, you get a bunch of brushes that are already preset in here. I love a lot of the artistic brushes. There are the ink brushes that I think are really beautiful, or the scroll pen brushes. Let's try the scroll pens. There's many, many of them in here that you can try out, but you can just select one of those and just see what it does. Here's an ink brush that also came preloaded. And of course, you can go back still and change the size. You know, if you go really big on these, you might go so big that you kind of lose the original sense of the stroke. It can be something else entirely. So be conscientious of what your project goals are and not to entirely lose what it is you're trying to do.